Good morning, dear students. Myself Bhartendu. Again, welcome you in my today's video solution part 2. In this video, we will see about the colligative properties of the solution. I hope you will enjoy the topic. Let us start with the topic colligative properties of solution. Before we start the discussion of colligative properties, let us summarize the terms used in the solutions and the colligative property. The first one term is solutions. We very well know that it is the homogeneous mixture of two components out of which the small quantity component is called as solute and the component which is in excess quantity is called as solvent. So the homogeneous mixture of solute and solvent is called as solution. While discussing the solutions are of two types. One is ideal solution, the other is non-ideal solution. The ideal solutions are those solutions which obeys Raoult's law at all ranges of temperature and concentration, whereas non-ideal solutions are those solutions which do not obey the Raoult's law at all ranges of temperature and concentrations. Next term is vapor pressure. It is the pressure exerted by the vapors above the surface of liquid at equilibrium at a constant temperature. The next term is boiling point. In the lower classes, we have studied boiling point is the temperature at which a liquid starts boiling. But in the advanced level, boiling point is a temperature at which the vapor pressure of a liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. So, advanced term is to be used in the present chapter. One more term which is used in the present chapter is freezing point. So it is a temperature at which a given liquid is converted into its solid state is called as its freezing temperature. So these are the terms which will be used while discussing the colligative properties. So I have just recapitulated all the occasionally used terms. So let us start with the main topic, that is colligative properties. Before our discussion, it is essential to note what are colligative properties. So by definition, those properties of system which depends upon the amount of substance, especially the number of solute particles, are called as colligative properties. इसमें यह आपने बात ध्यान रखनी है कि सॉल्यूशंस के अंदर कुछ ऐसी प्रॉपर्टीज होती हैं जो सॉल्यूट के कंसंट्रेशन पर या सोल्यूट की क्वांटिटी के ऊपर डिपेंड करती है. वो सभी प्रॉपर्टीज जो हैं उन्हें हम कोलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज कहते हैं. दीज प्रॉपर्टी डू नॉट डिपेंड अपॉन द नेचर ऑफ सोल्यूट पार्टिकल. सोल्यूट पार्टिकल किस प्रकार का है, उसकी केमिकल या फिजिकल नेचर किस प्रकार की है, उसके ऊपर कम स्ट्रेस किया जाता है, जबकि उसकी क्वांटिटी कितनी है उसके ऊपर ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस किया जाता है. Indirectly, these properties are used to determine the concentration of solutions, and if solution is dilute, molecular weight of non-volatile solute can be determined very easily. At present, we have 4 different types of colligative properties which we will discuss in the present section, and they are as follow. The first one colligative property is relative lowering in vapor pressure. The second colligative property which we will discuss is elevation in boiling point. The third property is depression in freezing point. And the fourth property which we will discuss in the present section is osmotic pressure. The students, those are preparing for the entrance examination, please keep one thing in your mind, that some related terms are also present in the solutions. They are vapor pressure, boiling point, freezing point, and the osmosis. But you have to keep in your mind that vapor pressure simple as such is not a colligative property, whereas relative lowering in vapor pressure is a colligative property. Similarly, boiling point is not a colligative property, but elevation in boiling point on addition of a non-volatile solute to the solution is a colligative property. Then simple freezing point is not a colligative property, but on addition of some non-volatile solute to the solution, the freezing point decreases, which is called as depression in freezing point, is a colligative property. And in the last, osmosis is not a colligative property, whereas on addition to some non-volatile solute to the solvent, the osmosis takes place and there creates some hydrostatic pressure which is called as osmotic pressure, and this osmotic pressure is a colligative property. So आपको ये बात ध्यान में रखनी है कि आपने कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है कि किस प्रकार की प्रॉपर्टी को हम कोलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी कहेंगे और किसको हम कोलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी नहीं कहेंगे. मैंने इसको विस्तार से आपको इस सेक्शन में बता दिया है. Okay, let us discuss the colligative properties one by one. The first is relative lowering in vapor pressure. मैं आपको एक बार फिर से बताना चाहूँगा कि जब हम कभी किसी सॉल्वेंट में कोई नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट डालते हैं तो उसका वेपर प्रेशर कम हो जाता है, क्योंकि प्योर सॉल्वेंट में सरफेस के ऊपर जो लिक्विड के मॉलिक्यूल्स होते हैं वो केवल प्योर सॉल्वेंट के ही बने होते हैं. इसलिए जब वेपर प्रेशर क्रिएट होगा तो वो सारा का सारा वेपर प्रेशर प्योर लिक्विड के मॉलिक्यूल्स का ही वेपर प्रेशर होगा. परंतु जब हम उसमें कोई नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट किसी भी क्वांटिटी में या कंसंट्रेशन में डाल देते हैं, लेट मान लो हमने उसके अंदर 1% कोई साल्ट डाल दिया, तो सरफेस की 1% साइड्स नॉन वोलेटाइल साल्ट्स के कारण या सॉल्यूट के कारण ऑक्यूपाई हो जाती हैं, जिसके कारण वेपर प्रेशर में कमी आ जाती है. दिस lowering in vapor pressure on addition to non-volatile solute is called as relative lowering in vapor pressure. Let us consider a solution which contains non-volatile solute in it. The concentration of solute and solvent is expressed in its mole fraction. So XA is the mole fraction of solvent and XB is the mole fraction of non-volatile solute. Therefore, PA will be the vapor pressure of solvent, whereas PB will be the vapor pressure of non-volatile solute. But we know that P0A will be the vapor pressure of pure solvent. So because the solute is non-volatile, so in the total vapor pressure there will be no contribution of non-volatile solute. So final pressure or the total pressure P will be equal to the vapor pressure of solution. According to Raoult's law, we know that vapor pressure of solution containing non-volatile solute will be equal to the sum of the vapor pressure of component A and the component B. Therefore, total vapor pressure will be equal to PA plus PB. P will be equal to PA because there will be no contribution of PB in the solution. हम जानते हैं कि सॉल्यूट नॉन वोलेटाइल है, अर्थात ये इवेपोरेट नहीं होगा. So the factor Pb will be equal to 0. So total vapor pressure of solution will be equal to the vapor pressure of solvent into its mole fraction. जैसा कि मैंने आपको अभी बताया, चेंज इन वेपर प्रेशर जो भी होगा वो वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ प्योर सॉल्वेंट माइनस वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ सॉल्यूशन के बराबर होगा. So if delta P is the change in pressure, so it will be equal to P naught A minus PA. Also we know that PA is equal to P naught A into XA. Therefore delta P will be equal to P naught A minus P naught A plus XA. Taking P naught A as common, we will have delta P is equal to P naught A into 1 minus XA. हमें यह भी पता है कि सोल्यूट और सॉल्वेंट दोनों की मोल फ्रैक्शन यूनिटी के बराबर होती है, दैट इज XA एंड XB का जो सम है एक के बराबर होगा. सो 1 माइनस XA विल बी इक्वल टू XB, दैट इज द मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सोल्यूट. सो डेल्टा P will be equal to P naught A into XB. Rearranging the equation, delta P upon P naught A, which is also called as relative lowering in vapor pressure, will be equal to the mole fraction of solute, that is XB. So P naught A minus PA upon P naught A as a whole factor is also called as relative lowering in vapor pressure and is always equal to the mole fraction of solute. हमने कितने सॉल्वेंट में कितना सल्यूट डाला है उसी के मुताबिक हिसाब से वेपर प्रेशर में कमी आएगी. सो वेपर प्रेशर में कितनी कमी आएगी ये सल्यूट की मोल फ्रैक्शन के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, जो इस इक्वेशन में आपको बताया गया है. So simply P naught A minus PA upon P naught A, the whole factor is called as relative lowering in vapor pressure is equal to XP, that is the mole fraction of solute. So relative lowering in vapor pressure में यही इक्वेशन याद रखने के लिए महत्वपूर्ण है कि किसी भी सोल्यूशन का वेपर प्रेशर है उसमें कमी कितनी होती है, इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सोल्यूट. Let us take the application part of this section, relative lowering in vapor pressure. मैंने आपसे पहले भी बात की थी, किसी भी कोलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी से हम किसी नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट का मोलिकुलर वेट फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. कंसीडर द मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सॉल्यूट विच इज इक्वल टू XB and it is equal to number of moles of solute divided by the total number of moles of solute as well as the solvent, that is XB is equal to NB divided by Na plus NB, where Na plus NB is the total number of moles of solute and the solvent. Similarly, we know that number of moles is equal to weight upon molecular weight. So number of moles of solute Nb will be equal to the weight of solute, जिससे हमें पता होगा कि हमने कितना सॉल्यूट कितने सॉल्वेंट में मिक्स किया है, डिवाइड बाय इट्स मोलिकुलर वेट Mb. सो फॉर डाइल्यूट सॉल्यूशन हम देखेंगे किस प्रकार से मोलिकुलर वेट किसी भी अननोन सॉल्यूट का हम फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. So putting the values, we get Mb will be equal to Wb into Ma divided by Wa into the whole factor of relative lowering in vapor pressure, where Wb is the weight of solute Ma is the molecular weight of solvent, Wa is the weight of solvent, and P naught A minus Pa upon P naught A, the whole factor is called as relative lowering in vapor pressure, is equal to the molecular weight of solute represented as Mb. Let us take the second colligative property, that is elevation in boiling point. जब कभी हम किसी प्योर सॉल्वेंट में कोई नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट डालते हैं तो उसका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट इंक्रीज हो जाता है. The factor with which the increase is found is called as elevation in boiling point. Again यह इंक्रीज जो है वो नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट की कंसंट्रेशन पर ही डिपेंड करती है, उसकी मोलैलिटी पर डिपेंड करती है. लेट अस सी द होल कंसेप्ट. जैसा कि मैंने आपको अभी बताया, अगर हम किसी प्योर सॉल्वेंट में कोई नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट ऐड कर देते हैं तो उस सॉल्यूशन का एक नया बॉइलिंग पॉइंट आता है और ये नया बॉइलिंग पॉइंट प्योर सॉल्वेंट के बॉइलिंग पॉइंट से ज़्यादा होता है. आप इसको इस एग्जांपल से देख सकते हैं. यदि आप पानी को, प्योर वाटर को बॉयल करते हैं तो सी लेवल पर नॉर्मली इसका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट 100 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड देखा जाता है, परंतु इस उबलते हुए पानी में अगर आप 1 टीस्पून नमक या चीनी ऐड कर देंगे तो उसकी बॉइलिंग रुक जाती है, परंतु कुछ देर के बाद ये एक नए बॉइलिंग पॉइंट के ऊपर फिर से उबलना शुरू कर देता है, जो कि प्योर वाटर के बॉइलिंग पॉइंट से ज़्यादा होता है. इसी प्रोसेस को हम एलिवेशन इन बॉइलिंग पॉइंट कहते हैं. कंसीडर फ्रॉम अ ग्राफ बिटवीन द वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ ए solvent and solution versus temperature. In this graph, at one axis we have vapor pressure and other axis we have temperature, and there is a point of 1 atmospheric value. Let us start with the solution containing non-volatile solute. Let AB is the vapor pressure curve for pure solvent, and at point X it start boiling. So the boiling point of pure solvent will be equal to T naught B, which is shown in red line as AB curve of pure. The point X matches to the temperature axis at point T naught B. So T naught B is the boiling point of pure solvent. हम देख सकते हैं नॉन वोलेटाइल सॉल्यूट ऐड करने पर जो सॉल्यूशन बना उसकी वेपर प्रेशर कर्व लोअर पोजीशन के ऊपर है. So vapor pressure of solution is at lower position, which shows that on addition to non-volatile solute, new boiling point of solution will be at higher level. Let us see the difference between the temperatures. The temperature of pure solvent and the temperature of solution, which is represented by T naught B and TB. So difference in temperature, that is boiling point of solvent and solution, will be represented by delta T, and this delta T is the elevation in boiling point. So the increase in boiling point or the elevation in boiling point, that is delta TB, is equal to TB minus TB naught, where TB is the boiling point of solution and T naught B is the boiling point of प्योर सॉल्वेंट। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि आपको ये ग्राफ और ये कंसेप्ट पूरा समझ आ गया होगा। नाउ सी, हम देखेंगे कि ये जो एलिवेशन इन बॉइलिंग पॉइंट है ये सॉल्यूट की मोलालिटी पर डिपेंड करता है। सो एलिवेशन इन बॉइलिंग पॉइंट, that is delta TB, is directly proportional to m, where small m is the molality of solution. So mathematically this equation becomes elevation in boiling point, that is delta TB, is directly proportional to molality of the solution, where delta TB is elevation in boiling point and m is the molality of solution. Let us solve the equation number 2 mathematically. So delta TB will become equal to Kb into m, where Kb is the proportionality constant and here it is called as molar elevation constant, also called as ebuloscopic constant. To find the value of Kb, that is molar elevation constant, for a given solute, consider a solution whose molarity is equal to 1. So automatically putting the value of m is equal to 1, delta TB will become equal to Kb. Hence we can find the value of Kb of any non-volatile solute by finding the elevation in boiling point in this way. Let us sum up this section. So change or increase in the boiling point of solution containing non-volatile solute is directly proportional to the molality of solution, because molality of a solution refers to the concentration and is expression of amount of substance. Hence elevation in boiling point is a colligative property and it depends upon the amount of substance, that is molality of solution. So this was the property elevation in boiling point. जैसा कि मैंने आपसे पहले भी कहा था कि हर एक colligative property की एक application है, that is we can find the molecular weight of non-volatile solute from this property. So let us calculate the molecular weight of non-volatile solute from elevation in boiling point. Again, we know that molarity of a solution is defined as number of moles of solute dissolved per kg of solvent. So m is equal to n upon Wa, where n is the number of moles of solute and Wa is the weight of solvent. We also know that number of moles is equal to weight of solute divided by its molecular weight. So putting the values, we get equation number 3, that is delta TB is equal to Kb into Wb upon Mb into Wa multiplied by 1000, where Kb is the molar elevation constant, W is the weight of solute, Mb is the molecular weight of solute, Wa is the weight of solvent, and delta TB is the elevation in boiling point, which is found experimentally. Rearranging the equation, we get Mb is equal to Kb into Wb upon delta Tb multiplied by Wa, and the whole equation is multiplied by 1000, where Mb is the molecular weight of non-volatile solute. So this was the colligative property elevation in boiling point. Note carefully the equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3 and the last equation, equation number 4, for better understanding the concept. So this was about the two colligative properties. We have discussed the first property as relative lowering in vapor pressure, and second was the elevation in boiling point. In the part third, we will discuss about depression in freezing point and the osmotic pressure. Let us summarize the video and the topics we have discussed today. A binary homogeneous solution contains two components, component A and component B, where component A is solvent and component B is colligative properties are those properties which depends upon amount of substance, that is concentration of solute particles in a dilute solution. Whenever a non-volatile solute is added to pure solvent, its vapor pressure always lowers down, and the relative lowering in vapor pressure depends upon the mole fraction of non-volatile solute present in the dilute solution. Whenever a non-volatile solute is added to pure solvent, its boiling point increases, and the elevation in boiling point depends upon the molality of the solution. In olden days, during the advancement of modern chemistry, colligative properties were the tool in the hand of chemists to determine the molecular weight of non-volatile solutes. Raoult's law is one of the main law in our chemistry, which is used to differentiate between ideal and non-ideal solutions. So this was all for today. Once again, I thanks you for watching my video. Before I close my topic, I would like to thank RMSA Himachal Pradesh, Directorate of Higher Education Himachal Pradesh Shimla, staff, principal, and my friends of BTC Government Girls Model Senior Secondary School Nurpur for providing me valuable suggestions and feedback in preparing these videos. I once again thanks you. Have a nice day.